AEW has been a breath of fresh air for the wrestling world since its inception in 2019. The company has been praised for its innovative approach to the business, its focus on in-ring action, and its commitment to giving wrestlers creative freedom. However, one area where AEW has struggled is in the booking department. Tony Khan, the company's owner and CEO, has been the sole booker since day one. While he has done a commendable job, there are signs that he is starting to wear down. Just look at his hair here versus his hair now. One of the biggest problems with Khan's booking is that he is too predictable. He often relies on the same old tropes and storylines, which can make the product feel stale. For example, he has a habit of having heels turn face and faces turn heel, which can be confusing for fans, especially when it's done consistently. Another problem with Khan's booking is that he is too focused on the short-term storyline. He is not always building towards the next big thing, which can sometimes come at the expense of the current storyline. Another issue that he has is that he has been slow to push some of AEW's most talented wrestlers because he is waiting for the right moment, which is very hard when you keep hiring more and more talent and yet you have little TV time to push them. Finally, Khan's booking can be inconsistent. He will often book a great show one week, only to follow it up with a mediocre show the next week. This can be frustrating for fans who are trying to keep up with the product. I personally think it's time that Tony Khan take a break from trying to do everything within the wrestling company, everything within the Jaguars organization, and everything that is needed of him with his British soccer team, Fulham FC. It's time for him to let go of the booking at AEW and bring in a person who has had a history of doing better booking storylines over a long period of time and that can excite the fans once again. So who should take over AEW's booking? There are a number of people who could take over AEW's booking and do a great job. Here are 4 options. 1. Triple H. Triple H is one of the most successful bookers in wrestling history. He helped to create the Attitude Era in WWE, and he has been instrumental in the success of NXT. Triple H would bring a wealth of experience and knowledge to AEW, and he would be able to help the company reach the next level. He has shown he can do this during his period as head of creative while Vince McMahon was out as chairman of the board for 9 to 10 months. If he does leave because of Vince wanting to return to lead creative, then he should really consider moving to AEW and compete against his father-in-law. 2. Paul Heyman. Heyman is another legendary booker who has a proven track record of success. He was the head writer of ECW during its heyday, and he helped to create some of the most memorable moments in wrestling history. Heyman would be a great fit for AEW because he understands how to create compelling characters and storylines. Most of the ideas within the Brock Lesnar years and currently with the Bloodline have come from him. 3. Don Callis. Callis is a former wrestler who has turned his attention to the business side of wrestling. He was an executive vice president of Impact Wrestling, and he was praised along with Scott D'Amore for the work with the company. Callis would be a great fit for AEW because he understands the wrestling business inside and out. 4. Bruce Pritchard. Pritchard is a longtime WWE executive who has a wealth of experience in the booking department. He was one of the head writers of Raw and SmackDown during the Attitude Era, and he helped to create some of the most iconic moments in WWE history. He also had a stint with TNA Wrestling leading the booking team and the egos of those wrestlers. Pritchard would be a great fit for AEW because he knows how to create a product that is appealing to a mainstream audience as well as has been known to get the respect out of his wrestlers. AEW is a great company with a lot of potential. However, it is clear that Tony Khan needs help with his wrestling book. If he is willing to bring in one of the 4 people mentioned before, AEW could become better. But if you bring 2 of them, then AEW will be competing with the WWE for the #1 position. Thanks for watching.